What advice would you give to the Aussie coming, like thinking to moving to Singapore?
Okay, if you're coming to Singapore, there's a few things I wish I knew before I came. Here there's a government body called the Urban Redevelopment Board, is it? The URA. And there's a website here called ura.gov.sg or something like that. And it shows you what Singapore is doing over the next 15 years. All the projects, all the new trains coming in, all the new land reclamation. But on there, it has this part of it on property where you can go in and see the house price of what every single property, apartment or landed property sold for or rented for up to about a month ago. So if you're going to look at an apartment, as a foreigner, they sort of tell you this crazy price. You can actually jump on this site and go, actually, none of the apartments have rented that high. I'm going to make an offer that's relative to that. I wish I knew that because you kind of get a little bit, maybe led down the wrong path on the price, not knowing what your neighbor paid for his place. This is just full transparency on property. So I wish I knew that. You could save quite a few dollars, especially on a 2-year contract for a lease, which they want here. You know, you got to work out which part of Singapore you want to live in. So there's so many different areas. I mean, if you like cycling, then in the east. If you like to go out more, then maybe around the city. If you want more of a relaxed lifestyle, don't feel too bad about living far away. Everything's not that far away. So I lived in Upper Changi for a little while, and I used to cycle to work. It took about 50 minutes. Everyone's like, oh, you live near the airport, it's so far away. I mean, in Australia, my commute to work would be an hour and a half, depending on traffic. So there's no one in Singapore that commutes for an hour and a half.
It's impossible.
So don't be afraid to live away from the city a little bit. There's really nice communities. Also, I think don't be fixed on living in a condominium. A lot of the houses here, HDB or government housing, and these properties are amazing. There's a nice mix of culture within the HDBs. The apartments can be really nice inside, that you don't have to have a swimming pool and a tennis court. You can just live in a normal apartment, and the HDBs are really nice, especially with all the things like car shares and these things that you can get easy access to in the car parks downstairs. Can make life really easy, and you can have just as much fun and live in just as nice house.